Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Adeola Adekombi. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button, like and share this video. Daisy once again. Modesty is the key to a healthy lifestyle. Whatever you do, whatever habits you have on a daily basis, be modest. But let's talk about more skin or less skin, because people are just too familiar with teaching decent dressing and indecent dressing. So it's going to be like, oh, it's just a regular anyway. But the most important thing is understanding why you dress. Are you always scantily cladded, or you're always fully cladded? Why do you do the things you do? In as much as fashion is highly subjective in this current world, and people try to look their best and try to stay updated or put on something in vogue, we are always going to keep addressing the same topic: modesty, doing everything in moderation. Now let's talk about more skin. More skin, I would like to refer to someone that is always scantily cladded, or someone who likes to show off more skin. For example, a lady who likes to be body positive kind of person. I am confident in the way I look. I am this and that. I can be anything. I'm not trying to attract attention. But what is the mind frame and the mentality of someone who dresses up like this? When you dress up, you're not just dressing up within your own comfort zone or your own space, little space of confinement. You're also communicating with the rest of the world. What kind of energy are you attracting to yourself? Is it the good energy? Is it the bad energy? Is it the ugly one? Because we have the good, the bad, and the ugly. So when you dress up and you are this more skin kind of person, you also attract energies. Either you're dressing up to attract a mate, either you're dressing up to feel confident, and you want people to see the confidence that you have in yourself, how beautiful you are. Remember, you're always communicating with the second party. You're also communicating with the third party, and the fourth, and the fifth, and on it goes. And you just like to show it off, even though you are not trying to attract the bad energy. But always remember that sexually suggestive clothing always attracts those three energies. I would like to put it that way. And you have to fight off the ones you don't want. So it's a lot of work, actually. There are some people that will like shower praises on you and say you look so beautiful and stuff like that. And there are some people who try to mess with your personal space, and they're very disrespectful, because all they see is you communicating with them with your appearance. So let's move to the less skin. A less skin person is someone who dresses modestly. But however, that doesn't mean they know where and how. You need to dress up in a way that it matches the energy that you want to attract to yourself. It matches the time, the place, and the occasion. And yes, it's good to be body positive, to be confident in yourself. But you need to know that when you dress, you're also communicating with the rest of the people around you. They see you, they form opinions. Either you care about it or not, fine. And you are not trying to attract bad energy. You are not trying to attract sexual harassment. You're not trying to attract unwanted people. But if something like not dressing appropriately attracts all those negativity, you need to tone it down. It's not about taking over your personal space, but it's just like telling you that you should take charge of your personal space. There are some things that should be discreet. For the less skin, like I said previously, modesty is a beautiful thing. It's about they're confident in themselves. They don't really need to share too much. They don't like to show off. They believe you can show off, and if you're this less skin kind of person, you believe you can show off, communicate with the rest of the world while being cladded and still remain beautiful, because you don't have the mindset of, I can only be beautiful when I'm showing off more skin. I am already confident in who I am. I believe that clothes add more to my physical beauty, much more than when I'm showing off half of my skin, half of my body and stuff like that. So the only thing that should be peculiar to you is knowing the place and the time. So you don't have to put on something that contradicts where you're going and the atmosphere of where you're going. And however, it doesn't mean you should look impractical or look like a caged person. You have to put on practical clothing where needed or where necessary. So I hope you get in the point, and remember, modesty goes a long way, and you can be beautiful. You really don't have to do too much. Don't outdo yourself. Talking about men or guys, talking about men or guys, there are some men who still don't know how to dress up. Yes, and they are still in the era where they can pull the pants up. But I don't know why this is so subjective. But at the same time, you all can do better. If you love to portray such kind of personality around you, you can actually do better, because it shows your level of maturity as well. Like, your fashion statement goes a long way, and it depicts, it's part of the things that people characterize as who you are. And yes, you could be well dressed and you can still attract all kinds of energy to you, the good and the bad. You could be modest, because there are some people who can help it when everything looks good on you. They become so jealous and they can't even help it. So that is why, even though we say we don't dress for people, we don't look good for people, but we should always remember that we don't need to outdo ourselves. We don't need to look tacky. We don't need to be too loud about it. We should just take responsibility on our own back. That's fine. Let's do this another time. Do have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.